We have Dr. Cliff Hudson with Southern Nazarene University. We talked to you. Good morning. We talked to you last week about parents going back to school, and I know this week we're talking about for some of those who already have their degree and they want to go back to school.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Doing wonderful. How are you?
Excellent. So excited to be visiting with you guys again.
So why should our listeners consider going back to school and of course, choosing Southern Nazarene University for graduate school?
Well, we frequently get asked that question, should I go back and earn a master's degree? The challenge with the question is that really going to make a difference for me, and whether pursuing a graduate degree or not is going to really move me forward. While it's not required for a lot of fields, a master's degree really can lead you to career advancement and or advancement in pay. Despite knowing that it's a huge step for people to take, and it's a really challenging decision, many people, when they're on the fence about enrolling in a program or not going with a program, we recommend that they consider the time, the cost, the added responsibility that comes with taking on this program, and frequently that can kind of discourage students. So while we try and work with them to work through this daunting choice of different programs, what's going to be best for them, what are your goals in life, where do you want to go? At Southern Nazarene, the graduate programs really kind of help them shape and designate what they want to do from an adult perspective. And we understand that that's a major personal commitment. We just try and help them work through that.
All right, Dr. Hudson, walk us through the process, because for those who maybe haven't been to college in a long time, it's been years since we got that bachelor's degree, and do we need to have completed the GRE, or do we just come in and talk to you and see if our work experience will work to get us to that next step? What's the process?
So the real key there is come talk to us. That's really the very first step is to come talk to us. No, we do not require the GRE to enter our programs. We have 5 different master's degrees, and so really the question is, what are your goals in life? What do you want to try and accomplish? What's your motivation for going back to school, and then helping them figure out what's the best path for that? Which one of our degree programs are really going to help you accomplish that goal?
Now, you said you have 5 master's degrees?
That is correct. So,
what are they?
So the classic, we have the classic Masters of Business Administration, classic MBA. Now we also add an emphasis on that to the traditional program in healthcare management. We have a Masters of Management with 2 different disciplines, one in leadership and then one in human resources. We have a Masters of Arts in Educational Leadership, which is great for our educators who are really trying to move beyond the classroom and want to get into administration. This is that kick that's going to push them up the ladder. And then we have 2 counseling degrees, a Master of Science in Counseling Psychology, and then a Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology. One's really a little bit more research directed, and one's more, I guess, probably qualitative directed. And then we have a really unique program. It's a Master of Arts in Sports Management and Administration. Frequently we find coaches who are ready to get off the field or get off the court and get into working with one of our major sports teams here in the city, or moving on into professionals, and that really helps them.
So give us your opinion. How does having a working practitioner as professors make a difference for your programs?
That's an interesting question. We really try and bring our faculty members, our professors, into the classroom with that real-world experience. So as our students go through the program, not only are they learning what the textbook says, but they're understanding and learning how that can be relevant for them the next day at their work environment, the next year as they move on down the ladder. We find that really it's important for adult students more so than traditional students, but for adult students to have that sense of relevancy that what I'm learning today is going to help me tomorrow and many years thereafter. We find that it really worked out well to bring back many of our graduates come back and teach for us, and we're talking about folks who are at the C-level and executive level spots who are bringing that experience back into the classroom, and our students find it really, really helpful.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so with that said, let me ask you some questions here. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. What about evening classes, online courses, or fast-track courses?
You say fast track. That's an interesting. That's an interesting way to put it. So we do. So of our master's degree program, all of them are online.
Okay.
With the exception of our MAL, with the exception of the Educational Leadership Program.
Sure.
So the sport management, the MBA, the Master of Management, all those can be done online. And that's really about the student's convenience. When is it convenient for you to be in class with everything else you have going on in your life? Fast track is a unique term in that because you do one class at a time, and you concentrate all of your efforts on that one class, but because you go to school year-round, it gets you through in about the same amount of time as somebody who's doing a kind of traditional semester system. So, we get you through in about 2.5 years. Obviously, it depends on which program you pick, but we want to get you out and get you back to work.
Another one of my questions is that, what about your classroom sizes?
We typically try and run around 12 to 15 students in a class. Obviously, some get a little bit larger than that, and some get a little bit smaller than that. But that's the goal that we shoot for is 10 to 15. So it's close enough that you're going to have good collaboration with your fellow students, but it's not so large that you lose that personal touch with your faculty member.
Okay, so my last question for me is, when is a good time for someone to look and consider furthering their education over at SNU?
Again, it's really about your goals. We would say, give us a call.
Okay.
Here we go.
All
Here's that sales pitch. 405-491-6332. Give us a call. Talk to us about what your plans are, what your goals are. Let's figure out, again, what your motivation is, and then we will plug you into the best program for you and get you in going when it makes sense for you, when it's relevant for your lifestyle. We'd love to visit with you.
Okay, I have two questions now.
Shoot.
First one, I know we talked last week about these laptops. Is that the same for graduate school too? I just need to know.
Yes, it is an all-inclusive program. I mean, our cost is all-inclusive. So from the time you walk, we like to say from the time you walk through the door to the time you cross the stage, it's all included. Tuition, books, laptop, graduation regalia. So now we're talking graduate degrees. That includes your graduate hood, the whole 9 yards. It's all in that price.
All right. My second question is, as far as some other schools, your traditional schools have the graduate programs where it's either fall or it's spring. How does that work for SNU compared to those schools?
We are on a semester system here, so fall and spring, but many of our adult programs kind of stretch beyond that, but that's how we traditionally look at it, as a fall or spring semester. So we will take a break in the summer just like a traditional school, but because our classes are 1 night a week, 5 weeks for undergraduate, 6 weeks for graduate school, they kind of bridge that, so they may go a little bit longer than our traditional students. So when our traditional students leave, as an adult student, you may still have a week or two or a few weeks that you're branching into that summer time period. So it is semester system, but not a traditional where you're just in line with the undergrad folks. Does that make sense to you?
Definitely makes sense to me.
Good.
Dr. Hudson, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Can you leave that contact number once again if somebody's listening and say, oh, yeah, I need to sign up for that?
Okay, so you can do 405-491-6332 to call us. If you want to jump on the web, it's snu.edu. snu.edu. Click on that button right in the middle. It says adult programs, and we'd love to talk with you.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. You have a wonderful day.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have a great one. Thank you, sir.
All righty. 405-460-1140. Let's go back to the phones before we take this break. Good morning, caller.